Hello everybody. I had to update on what has happened this past weekend in Washington DC. God just created a way for me to come here in this timing. My friend, a good family friend, invited me to stay at her house for the weekend. She invited me to stay for longer than that, but I decided to come for the weekend because God showed me you need to come this weekend. So even though I was really tired and really wanted to just like stay in and stay at home and rest, God was adamant and he said, no, listen, you do what you want eventually, but I'm telling you, you should come. So I was like, okay, God, I'm coming. And he gave me supernatural energy to make it here, and it's just been, the glory of God has been so strong. God has shown me how much the prayers and the prayer warriors and anybody who's been praying have actually, it's all been working. Like, the glory of God is in Washington, D.C. There is so much of his presence there, the Holy Spirit. While I was walking the streets, even if it was like BLM and there's, people that you can tell there's hate in their heart, God is doing something there. People were hungry. They were hungry to hear about God. They were hungry to hear about, to see the love. People were hungry. And it was so wonderful. So I ended up getting there on Friday, and I went out to dinner with these two wonderful women of God, as well with my good friend Dina and Frank. And the next day I joined these women for prayer in the city, and it was nothing like I expected it to be. Like, I thought I was going to have a lot more confrontation. I thought that there was going to be a lot more attacks, just anything. And it was not that. All we did was bring worship music and started worshiping God on the streets at Black Lives Matter Plaza, where they put the Black Lives Matter on the street. And boy, I tell you, like, all we were doing was worshiping God, right? And it was like the Holy Spirit just brought people to us. And so one man was like, I've been looking for a church, I've been looking for Christians, and I was so discouraged, but now that you're here and God has shown me you, this is God. This is God. And God gave me a word of knowledge that his knee needed prayer. So we prayed for his knee. And then Rebecca, another really wonderful woman of God who was joining us, she had a prophetic word for 3 BLM people who were standing close by. And it was like, her love, like the love that was pouring through her to them, exceeded the evil, exceeded the darkness, and it broke through chains, it broke through walls, and they were undone. They were undone by the love of God. It was beautiful. And then I got to meet this, and Pastor Darian was there with us, and so what a man of God, what an encouraging man of God, to see a pastor who's actually doing the work, who's actually on the ground, he's just a warrior, he's a soldier, and he exudes the love of God as well. Like, it was just pouring out of him. So, to have someone like that to lead you into this was really, really beautiful and really God. And then later on, we were back at the hotel where we prayed, and the Holy Spirit was there moving, and I met this beautiful young lady. Her name is Gianna, and she recently gave her life to God, and she got baptized today. We baptized her on Sunday today, and Darian did that in the hotel bathtub. And it was such a glorious time to see that, and everybody was encouraging one another, and the love, like the love that brothers and sisters have toward each other. This is what I'm talking, this is the book of Acts in life. Like, this is the book of Acts in life. And everybody was loving on each other, brothers and sisters united as one to glorify the name of Yeshua. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And that was so beautiful to see. And honestly, when we unite like that, when the bride unites like that, the glory of God pours out. The Holy Spirit just poured out, and it was beautiful. It was magnificent. And I want to encourage you, if God is telling you to go somewhere, even if you're tired and you think like that you don't have it in you, let me tell you something. All you need to do, and God has given us the tools we need. All I got is a coffee. No, but honestly, even without a coffee, you can do it. God is calling you. It's worth it. He's moving in a wonderful way, and revival has started. Yeah, revival has started.